what is the Blackjack perfect pair side bet? The perfect pair side bet is an optional wager you can make in a standard blackjack game. It's a simple concept. You're betting that your first two cards will be a pair. If they're a pair, like the 9 of hearts and the 9 of diamonds, you win the side bet. If not, you lose it. It's that easy. Perfect pairs adds an extra layer of excitement to the game, offering the potential for big payouts right at the start of each round. There are 3 different kinds of pairs you can hit, and each comes with its own payout. First, there's the perfect pair. That's when you get 2 cards that are identical in both value and suit, like 2 kings of spades or 2 nines of diamonds. This is the rarest and most rewarding type, typically paying 30 to 1. Next is the colored pair. That's 2 cards with the same value and the same color, but from different suits. Think 10 of hearts and 10 of diamonds, or king of clubs and king of spades. Colored pairs usually pay 10 to 1. Finally, we have the mixed pair. This is the most common winning pair, same value, but different suits and colors. Like 8 of hearts and 8 of clubs, or queen of diamonds and queen of spades. Mixed pairs usually pay 5 to 1. So, how do you make this bet? Before the cards are dealt, you place your regular blackjack wager and, if you want to play, your perfect pair's side bet in the designated area. Once the cards are dealt, the dealer checks your 2 initial cards. If they form a pair, you win according to the payout for that pair. If they don't, the side bet loses, and you continue playing your blackjack hand as normal. These are the standard payouts found in most casinos, but be aware that pay tables can vary. Some places offer slightly higher payouts for the lower tier wins, like 12 to 1 for colored pairs or 6 to 1 for mixed pairs. But to balance that out, they may reduce the top payout for perfect pairs to 25 to 1. That change might seem minor, but it increases the house advantage noticeably. In fact, depending on the pay table, the house edge for an 8-deck shoe can range from just over 2% all the way to more than 4%. That's much higher than the edge on regular blackjack hands. Now, here's the big question. What are the actual odds of landing a perfect pair? Let's take an 8-deck shoe. That's 416 cards in total. Since there are 8 of every card, if your first card is the king of diamonds, there are 7 more kings of diamonds left in the deck. That gives you a 1.7% chance of landing a perfect pair. To put it another way, for every 1,000 hands you play, you'll hit a perfect pair about 17 times. That's about 58 to 1 odds, which is far worse than the 30 to 1 payout most casinos offer. So while it can be thrilling to hit that perfect pair, the reality is you're getting paid much less than the true odds would suggest. Is there a strategy for playing perfect pairs? No, not really. Because it depends entirely on your first 2 cards, there's no real decision-making involved once the cards are dealt. Unless you're tracking every card in the shoe, which is nearly impossible in live games, there's no reliable way to predict when a pair might come up. Perfect pairs is a side bet, not a blackjack variant. That means it doesn't change the rules of the base game at all. It's just an extra wager you can choose to make before the action begins. So, should you play it? That depends on your goals. It can be a fun way to add some extra adrenaline to the game, especially since you can usually play it for as little as $1. And if you do land a perfect pair, the payout can be a nice bonus. But just remember, the house edge is significantly higher than in regular blackjack. If you're trying to maximize your odds or play with a tight bankroll, this probably isn't the best bet on the table.